Hey, all right. Good morning, everyone. This is Tuesday, February 11th. This is the first meeting of the Joint Rules Committee for the 2021-2022 biennium. And because of that, the first order of business is for this committee to elect a chair of the committee and a vice chair of the committee from among your members in accordance with Joint Rule 6. That joint rule specifically does provide that the chair must rotate in between the two chambers every biennium. Last biennium, the Senate had the chair, and so this biennium, the House will hold the chair. So now I will entertain any nominations for chair. Senator Ballin.
I nominate Representative Kowinski to be chair of this committee.
All right, Senator Ballant has nominated Speaker Kowinski as chair. Are there any further nominations? All right, seeing none, nominations are closed, and the question is, shall this committee elect Speaker Kowinski as chair? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say yes and raise your hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Great, thank you. All those opposed, please say no and raise your hand. All right, the ayes have it, and Speaker Kowinski is elected chair. Madam Chair, I will turn it over to you now for the vice chair election.
Thank you. All right, are there any nominations for vice chair? I didn't realize that awkwardness there, but I would like to nominate Senator Ballant for vice chair. Are there any further nominations? Seeing none, nominations are closed. And the question is, shall the committee elect Senator Ballant as vice chair? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say yes and raise your hand.
Yes.
Yes. All those opposed, please say no and raise your hand. Thank you. The ayes have it, and Senator Ballant is elected vice chair. So our last order of business is to consider permitting joint committees to meet and to vote electronically as authorized by JRS 2. That resolution authorizes this committee to permit any joint committees of the General Assembly, including itself and conference committees, to meet and vote electronically as this committee deems appropriate. Would someone like to offer us a motion to permit all joint legislative committees to meet and vote electronically?
I would move that all joint committees can meet and vote electronically.
Thank you.
I will
Senator Clarkson moves that all joint legislative committees be permitted to meet and vote electronically. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please raise your hand and say yes.
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 All those opposed, please say no and raise your hand. Thank you. The ayes have it, and you have permitted all joint legislative committees to meet and vote electronically. Is there any further discussion before we adjourn? Senator Ballant.
I do have one question, just because we do have some new members of joint rules. Just a clarification, my understanding is when we meet in joint rules, if we as joint rules are meeting to vote on anything, you must be present and visible, so you can't vote via phone. Is that correct? I turn to our legal counsel.
I believe that to be the accepted practice for this. But I'm also looking at Secretary Bloomer to see if he has any further thoughts on this.
Thank you. Yeah, it would be the accepted practice. There's also some background, as the clerk and I have talked there. The Senate rules generally require you to be present, both video and audio. And under the joint rules, the Senate rules apply to joint committees. And so in that sense, the practice last term was to have everyone be present visually and audio, and the joint rules sort of support that.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Any other thoughts, questions?
Many, but maybe not for this moment.
Representative McCoy.
I'm just thinking ahead for next joint rules to vote on crossover dates.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yep. We will have to have another meeting soon to talk about dates. Yep. Okay. Anything else? All right. Seeing none, can someone offer us a motion to adjourn?
So move.
I move we adjourn.
All right, Senator Brock, I think that was Brock, moves that we adjourn. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say yes and raise your hand.
Yes.
Opposed, please say no and raise your hand. Thank you. The ayes have it, and we are adjourned.